found this concept of storytelling of the neighborhood, of the community through the drama quite interesting, when people are actually seeing being staged their own stories that is affecting or improving rather, the mental health condition of the community in general. Quite interesting and unique. Thank you so much. We've talked about mental health and art and drama and everything helping, but I'm sure there is a concept of resilience where earlier I think Dr. Amit Ranjan Biswas was mentioning in his video. And it's very important that resilience needs to be built in the community, in the individual, to deal with the day-to-day challenges that we keep facing, whether at the macro level or at the individual level or within the family. So if I may ask you, Dr. Indrani, to share your thoughts around how to build that resilience, and in particular, you being the founder of Building Resilience for Children, any comment on how children's resilience can be built? Because that's so important. We all want our children, our next generation, to be happy and confident in the middle of all the challenges that they're going through. So your thoughts and response to that, please.
Yeah, thank you. I think that it's an interesting question in the sense that there are definitions being written about resilience that we read in the textbooks. There are discussions being held in the schools where we talk about resilience means bouncing back, or you say bouncing forward. But the question is, what does actually bouncing back mean for an individual? So it's kind of looking internally. That's the first thing. But how you actually teach someone to look internally. And I think that has got a crucial role in how children understand resilience. So if you ask them that, what does resilience mean to you? And we were doing some of the data collection work in schools, and some children, they just came back saying, well, when my dad comes back home early and I can see him, it makes me more resilient. And I say, why does it make you resilient? Like, what do you think that's resilience? And he said, well, I'm happy. So I said, okay, how is happiness linked to resilience? And he said, well, my parents have told me that if I'm happy, then tomorrow I'm going to have a very good day, and I'm going to have a very good sleep, and I'm not going to have any nightmares. And it was a very interesting one for us to listen, because what I was thinking at that point of time is that as we grow older, our thought processes become much more complicated. Whereas when we talk to children, they can put a mirror in front of us by saying, well, this is what you're doing. And in fact, the child, when he was saying that, this is more about me being happy, I felt that, this is really it, because, if you are to stay happy, you have to stay resilient. But it's also about how you stay happy. That's the thing. So we had that conversation with the child, and it was a very interesting one. And from there, we kind of started thinking about, okay, how can we use storytelling techniques? How can we use media? How can we use colors? We teach in schools to children that, okay, do painting, use lots of acrylic painting or watercolor painting.